What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we are at Loggerhead Marine Life Center, and today we're going to be getting a private tour of everything they do at this center, from sea turtles to fish to lionfish to eels to redfish, everything. And what they do here is they rescue sea turtles, they rehabilitate them, and they bring them back to their normal life. So we're going to head in and get a private tour of this awesome place. So before we get into the tour, I actually want to show you the fish room they have. In this room, they basically have all the species that is in Florida. And right here we have the invasive species, being the lionfish, one of my favorite fish, a fish that we actually have in our own aquarium. And they are beautiful, beautiful fish, but they are invasive and they do take over the reefs in a way. And then right in this little hole is about a 4-foot long eel. Very, very pretty. But dude, lionfish are absolutely awesome. My favorite fish. I wish I can have this tank and just load it with lionfish. I love them. They're so cool. So fun to watch them eat. And then this eel is just, wow. Now this tank is absolutely insane. As you guys see, this little grunt right here, we actually caught in that in a fish trap along with a mangrove snapper. And then my favorite fish in the tank, oh look, they even have one of the little puffer fish we have. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's awesome. And then they have a baby redfish. That is insane. That is so awesome. I mean, look at that. Now, Sherry is gonna actually tour us around this whole place, so let's get into that.
The first thing that we like to tell people is that this is a hospital. It's not an aquarium, it is not a zoo. We are here to help sick and debilitated turtles. This is the woman who started all of this. Her name's Eleanor Fletcher. They used to call her the Turtle Lady for obvious reasons, and she decided that she really needed to educate everybody on our turtles. So she started, I think, with children in her home. What we look for when we're looking for nesting turtles is their tracks, one of the things. We hope to see them coming out of the water. But loggerhead's tracks are like this, because they walk like this. So they're like commas. And then green sea turtles are more parallel because they walk like this. And they also have a little, if you see these little dots, it's like a tail drag. They leave their little tiny tail down on the ground when they're walking. And leatherback tracks you cannot miss because they're gigunda. So if you look up here, this is our friend Archelon. That is a replica of a real turtle that lived 65 to 70 million years ago. He was found in South Dakota, which is now landlocked. But of course, back then in the dinosaur age, there was water. This turtle is called a Hawksbill turtle. And we've been lucky enough in the 4 years or so I've been here to have 2 of them. They're one of the more beautiful turtles. Well, I think all the turtles are beautiful, but they're beautiful in their own way. Looking at the turtle, can you guess why it's so endangered? Thank you. People want their shell.
Oh, okay.
Look how beautiful that shell is. These are the things that people make out of their shell, Hawksbill turtles. Jewelry, combs, eyeglasses, boots, everything. They're beautiful. So anyway, Hawksbill turtles are usually found in the Caribbean in very warm waters. And they're called a Hawksbill turtle because look at their beak. It looks like a hawk's beak. And then they dig this, it's about 2 feet deep, I think. Once these little hatchlings start hatching, look at the job that they have to do to get out of there. I mean, they have to climb over each other, they have to climb over the eggs. And then when they make it to the top, what's waiting for them? All of these things that want to eat them, all these predators. So we have a lot of those birds, of course, are, number one. But we have raccoons, and we have foxes, and we have everything. So red ants could even kill a turtle, and we definitely have red ants, crabs, et cetera, et cetera. So once they get past all those predators, they have a pretty far walk to the ocean. And what's amazing about hatchlings is they somehow know where to go. I mean, they know to make it into the ocean and find sargassum. Can anybody guess what Earhart is by looking? She's not a good example because she's not an adult, but she is a loggerhead. But when you see the adult loggerheads, you're going to see what I mean about their heads. So Earhart came in with the condition that they talked about a little bit, which is chronic debilitation, where they just, hi. where the food isn't being absorbed in their system, everything shuts down, they get really weak, they get anemic, hypoglycemic, they lose weight. So when they come in, because they're really weak in the ocean, things attach to them that shouldn't. Part of a loggerhead's job in the ocean is to have epibiota, little tiny sea creatures on their shell, huge barnacles attached to them, and leeches actually go into them. But when they come in, they almost look like a rock. It's like they're just covered. So what we do is we put them in one of the really low tanks in the front there, and we fill that with fresh water just for 2 days because they are sea turtles. That kills everything off. It's like all the leeches start coming out and dying, or maybe not dying, but like they're coming off. And the barnacles, and you know, Dr. Charlie also helps it along a little bit, but we don't like to stress the turtle out too much, so he does as little as he can as far as that goes. Now, one of the things we didn't talk about yet is we name our turtles whatever we name them. They could sound like a female name, a male name, but we do not know if they are male or female until they become adults. They become adults about 30, 35 years old. When they become adults, the male grows a tail. Females have a tail too, but not like that. So that's how you could tell he's a male. His head is, again, he's little, so he would be considered a juvenile. You can see his head is much more narrow than a loggerhead. Their food choice, they are usually vegetarians when they get older. Again, they'll eat anything that we give them here, and as a treat, we might give them some green peppers. They like green peppers. So you can see how beautiful, I mean, look at the shell. It's a sunburst pattern. They all look different. They all have different beautiful patterns. And moose is here because of some predator attack. We don't know what kind of predator, so it could have been anything. It could have been a dolphin. Sometimes dolphins actually pick them up to play with them. They don't mean to hurt them, but they do. They're about 2 years old. It camouflages them from predators, and it also gives them their food source. So little tiny fish and things, attached to that. Unfortunately, so does plastic. So like we heard earlier, 100% of our babies come in with plastic inside of them. This is Galapagos. Look, see how he's using his thing? He's like carrying it on his back. It's hysterical. He swims around a lot. Green sea turtles in general are much more active than loggerheads. Loggerheads are a little lazier, but green sea turtles never seem to stop moving. So one of the other things we didn't talk about while turtles come in here is buoyancy. We get a lot of buoyancy issues here, where there's either gas or air trapped inside of them, either because of a boat strike or an infection. And what happens is, green sea turtles don't eat crabs, but in loggerheads cases, they eat crabs, so a lot of the crab shells get stuck in there and they can't come out because there's so much gas and air. So when there's a buoyancy issue, they don't swim straight. So you can see that he has a weight on his back. We do weight therapy with some buoyancy turtles. Some we can just cure with medication. And he also had chronic debilitation, so he had a combination of the two. Topsy is called Topsy. Well, right now he's straight because he has weights on his back, but he literally almost does like a yoga pose. He stands on his head, and that's how he rests. So he is Topsy. Topsy is a green sea turtle, and he has a major buoyancy issue. He was hit by a boat. You can see the marks on his carapace. There's like 2 really deep cuts on there. When a boat hits a turtle, it affects their spine. And because it affects their spine, you can see that his back flippers really don't move much. They either become permanently paralyzed, partially paralyzed, or temporarily paralyzed. They can live without, their back flippers are important, but not as important as their front flippers. They could even live in the ocean with 2 flippers, as long as they're not on the same side.
That is all we got for you guys today. This was an awesome experience. I learned so much, and I'm sure you guys did too. Huge shout out to Loggerhead Marine Center for touring us on this private tour and giving us all this awesome information on sea turtles, and huge shout out to Amanda. If you guys want to donate and help these sea turtles rehabilitate and get them back to the wild and healthy, I'm gonna have the link down below. All you gotta do is check it out, and then you can donate and help these turtles yourselves. Thank you, Amanda, so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!